Right now, we are going to be talking about an event tagged Kids Discovering Ghana 2023. And I have two beautiful ladies in the studio with me to talk about this event. And let me introduce them. All right, so we have Eleonora Portia Bafo Ajay, who is the founder and president of Kid Patriot Club Ghana. And we also have Selma Laye from the National Folklore Board. Hi, ladies.
Hello.
How are you?
We are great. Thank you. Yourself?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Okay, so this event, or is it an event?
It is an event.
Yeah.
It is an event targeted at children.
Okay.
And the event, as the name says, children discovering, exploring what Ghana is.
Right.
And that encompasses a whole lot.
Okay.
Our folklore,
Okay.
our foods, our fashion, our entertainment, our socialization. So that's what we are getting the children to do.
Right, so what inspired the idea of this event? Usually when people think about events, we really never think about the kids. But this is actually thinking about not just the kids, but also knowing where they come from or where they live in. So what inspired this?
So the inspiration came from my own children. So they attend schools that unfortunately they were not. I think that a lot of our schools are not teaching so much of Ghana's history,
Right.
and Ghana's culture and heritage. And so I found out at some point that my children could not identify with a lot of things, Ghanaians. Now we depend so much on schools to train these children because we are chasing money. But
I like the way you put it. We are chasing money.
Yes. And so I found out they didn't have a lot of information details. So I said, no, this cannot be.
Right.
We must go beyond what our eyes are seeing now.
Right.
So then I started organizing the children in my neighborhood to do a bit of Ghana, to just explore Ghana's culture.
Right.
And that really went well. So parents called that we do this nationally, scale it up, and so we did. And this is how we came up with the Kids Discovering Ghana event, and we've been doing that since 2018.
Okay, so you talked about culture, and we all know that Ghana is a culturally diverse country. So how will this event showcase the unique, that unique aspect of Ghana's culture, history, and tradition?
So everything about our history. So you see, it's unfortunate that when we talk about culture now in Ghana, I think a lot of us are looking at the traditions and the customs that we abhor, but culture is beyond all those traditions that we don't seem to like. It is more than that. There's a lot of values we find in our culture. And that is what identifies us. That is what brings a certain pride in us as people. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to pass that on to our children. And so at the event, you mentioned diversity of cultures.
Yeah.
We have 16 regions, and every one of them has their own culture. Yes, and at Kids Discovering event, a Ghana event, we make sure that everyone, as best as possible, is represented. So we are in Accra, but you can find people, other languages there. We are in Accra, it's Ga, but then we can all speak, we can also learn the Bani, we can eat the TZ, we can do all of that. So we are showcasing, we are actually displaying everything Ghana from region 1 to region 16.
Wow, so what's the age range of children that can attend this?
I usually don't put a cap to it because it's Kids Discovering because we are targeting the children. But the event is such that everybody, family, parents even enjoy
Guardians,
it.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then because the children are our target, they are the ones we want to attract and ignite the interest of Ghana.
Interesting.
And yes.
Yeah. So Selma, when will this be taking place?
4th August.
The 4th August.
This Friday.
This Friday?
Yes.
Where?
At the AMA forecourt.
AMA forecast. Wow,
Yes,
wow,
10
interesting.
a.m.
10 oh. And it's a holiday, so
Yes.
so that's a very good thing. But I want to say, well done. It's actually very important for us to know where we're coming from, and like the other interview said, I mean, like the other guest of the interview said before we had this, and they said we have to tell our own stories unless
Yes.
someone will tell it for us. So thank you for doing this. And if you're a parent out there, I think this is something that you would love. I mean, you would actually like to do with your children, especially if your children are one of those kids that just stay at home, or those kids that just stay at home and don't know anything about Ghana. I think you should attend this at the AMA forecourt tomorrow at 10 a.m. And it's all about the kids discovering Ghana. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, so you've heard it there with, it was all about the Kids Discovering Ghana event. And like I said, you should support them.